Teams have lined up either side of the centre circle, and we're having a minute's applause here, as you may have just heard on the public address system, for those Brentford fans that have passed in the last 12 months. This Brentford's first home Premier League game of the new year. And a mention too for friends and family of any Nottingham Forest supporters who passed away during 2023 as well on the big screens. Yates, who then just collects a stray stud from the boot of Toney. He's okay though, he's back up again. And this is hoisted right up in the air on the edge of his penalty area by Janelt. Comes down for Danilo to drive. Oh, what a finish that is from Danilo! He thighed it down, and as it came back up again, he's volleyed it into the Brentford net from the edge of the penalty area, away to Mark Flecken's left as he stretched out his body, and he runs all the way down the field, Danilo, to celebrate with the Forest supporters away to our right-hand side, because 3 minutes in, Danilo, who's been through a goal-scoring drought all season, who broke that drought at Blackpool on Wednesday night, has fired in a beauty from the edge of the Brentford penalty area on the volley, and Forest are 1-0 ahead, a little bit further out actually than I thought. It's from the edge of the D, not the edge of the box, and it's 1-0 to Forest 3 minutes in.
Yeah, poor defending from Brentford, ball up in the air. It's a lovely strike, straight strike, just kneed it down, brought it down on his knee and volleyed it into Mark Flecken's left-hand side netting. Great start for Forest, they've been at it.
And then given away on halfway by Damsgaard to Wood. Wood makes tracks into the Brentford half, lays it off to his left for Hudson-Odoi, rolls it infield. It's left by Danilo for Mangala, who helps it on to Yates, who's 30 yards out, thinking about a shot, tees it up, and then drags it just wide of Flecken's right-hand post. A couple of yards wide, I would say, in the end.
It's also hard for a man to get it up and over the wall. From that sort of distance, it's probably easier.
This is a bit closer to goal, but Ivan Toney, after 19 minutes, is standing over this to try and mark his return with a goal. Here is Toney, and he's done exactly the same as he did last season. He's curled it round the wall and into an unguarded post. Low down. Matt Turner never moved. Toney gets the goal, as he seems to every time he plays against Forest. Back in the Premier League and scoring for Brentford, and it's 1-1. But Forest have to have a look, don't they, at the building of the wall, because that was so simple for him just to curl it round and into an unguarded post. Nuno is going crazy. Nuno Espirito Santo is looking at his goalkeeper and holding his arms outstretched as if to say, well, how can that wall be lined up like that? He's laid it off for Damsgaard, and now here's Toney crossing into the Forest box, back post, and it's touched towards goal by Keane Lewis Potter and saved by Matt Turner, pretty much straight at him, but Lewis Potter arrived and managed to just get his leg in front of Montiel. Might have been offside, although Murillo might have been playing him onside, but Hudson-Odoi trying to lay it through inside right channel for Wood. It's cleared, but only as far as Danilo left wing. Danilo's cross, fans want handball, nothing doing. Danilo low into the penalty area and a back heel. I think the VAR check has happened. That was very quick. 12 minutes played in the second half. It remains 1-1. The Brentford lineup for the corner is not quite as it was in the first half when they were crowded in the 6-yard box. In it goes towards the near post and headed in by Ben Mee. A near post corner and a free header for Mee, running across in front of everybody. And Brentford are in front by 2-1, 13 minutes into the second half. Corner from Jensen, Mee with the header, and it was as simple as that. It's Ben Mee's second goal of the season. Throws it in towards the penalty area, looking for Chris Wood, but headed away by Ben Mee. Stabbed to his left by Omobamidele. Danilo has to win a good challenge, and does, to stop Brentford breaking, and gives it wide left now for Hudson-Odoi, who curls over across, and Wood with a glancing header in. He has a little luck over his shoulder, does Chris Wood, to look at the assistant referee, who keeps his flag down, and a knee slide in front of the Forest fans. Great cross from Hudson-Odoi from the left-hand side, right-footed, and Chris Wood with the most deft of headers from the near post, glancing across the face of goal and inside the far post for his 9th goal of the season. Chris Wood, 64 minutes at the GTEC Community Stadium, and Forest, having been in front, were behind and are now level at 2-2, and it's a gloriously deft header from Chris Wood which gets them on terms.
Yeah, Danilo did well, bounced off 1 or 2 tackles, and a simplest of balls into the penalty spot, and yeah, lovely pace on it. Hudson-Odoi influential in the goal. Chris Wood didn't have a lot to do with that.
Link up, and he goes down wanting a free kick off Mangala that never was, and Forest move it quickly down the left-hand side through Dominguez to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi looks for the cross. It's set up and fired all wide of the target by Mangala, laid off to him by Chris Wood, set up beautifully on the edge of the box, and Mangala running onto it off the outside of his boot, misses the target as it spins away for a goal kick. And it remains 2-2. It's a thrilling break from Forest. Brentford wanting a free kick that I don't think ever was. And Forest moved it quickly. Chris Wood set it up for Mangala, who was trying to hit across it, I think, and into the top corner, but ends up slicing it. And now he does, and pings it away to the right-hand side for Roerslev. Roerslev with a cross, and Maupay brings it down and turns and fires in. And it's 3-2. Neal Maupay turns on the edge of the penalty area and fires it home, leaving the goalkeeper wrong-footed. Brentford back in front again. Neal Maupay gets his 5th of the season and Brentford's 3rd of the afternoon. Forest in conversation with the referee about something. I can't see anything that VAR is going to rule out for that. It's 3-2 to Brentford. No sooner do Forest get back on terms than Brentford are in front again. And he had far too much time. It's a very good piece of control in the first place from Maupay. Yeah, they may be asking for handball. Did he control it on his hand? It was a fine finish as he turned and volleyed it in. At the moment, nobody's lined up.
I think that's a handball.
Forest have got the ball inside their own penalty area as they're showing it on the big screen, and the Forest fans are cheering because they think that's handball by Maupay. As he controlled it, the ball reared up a bit as he was turning.
Well, I think if he doesn't hit his hand, Colin, it doesn't go to where he can volley it.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Oh, they've given the goal.
They've given the goal.
They've given it. VAR have had a look at it, and they've given the goal. Now he switches play out towards the wide right area for Montiel. Montiel, little ball, 1-2 with Williams, and then crosses off the outside of his boot, but it curls straight into the arms of Mark Flecken. Hudson-Odoi rolls it infield to Mangala. Mangala lays it off for Nuno again, who leaves it short now for Dominguez. Dominguez plays it into Wood, who holds it up and lays it off for Mangala. Mangala's shot goes wide from just inside the penalty area to Flecken's right. Accepted his clearance, falls for Jensen to drive straight at Turner from just outside the penalty area.